Hello YouTubers, this is Clint from JRC. I'm going to show you today not how to make an aeroplane, but how to make baked cheesecake. Alright, so basically these are the ingredients that we need. We've got, basically that's a 250 gram block of cream cheese. We've got 395 gram can of condensed milk, sweetened condensed milk, 3 eggs. I normally use lemon. Most of the time just lemon juice as it's easy, but we didn't have any lemon, so we're going to try lime today. Alright, you need a mixing bowl. You need a pan for cooking the cake. I'm guessing it's about 25 centimeters, but I think, wait, look at this, got a ruler right here. One I prepared earlier. Alright, that's a 20 centimeter dish by about, it's at 5.5, 6 centimeters tall. Alright, margarine, butter, whatever, to add the thing. So basically, we've got biscuits as well in there. I've already put them in. I was going to make it last night, but fell asleep, was a bit tired. I went to bed with my boy. Alright, so we've got milk arrowroots in there or whatever, but normally I like to use the chopped chip. It's just that there was no chopped chip on the shelf when I went to the shops the other day to do it. So basically, put them into the mixer. Alright, and break those down. Now, I can't remember the last time I've changed the process. I used to heat up the margarine and the butter and then mix it with the crushed up biscuits, but it makes the biscuit go soft and sticky and really oily. But I found that if I mix the butter in with that cold and do it up, it tends to work a bit better. So with this, I grabbed myself a spoon. And before we get too far ahead of ourselves, we need to preheat the oven. So I basically put it on 200 to preheat, wind it up to whatever, alright, and put it on fan forced. I've got top and bottom elements running on that one, so I want to take that out. We're not going to use that, or we can shove it underneath. Alright, make way for our tray. So basically as it goes, I don't have a measurement for that, but I've got like a normal tablespoon, and I'll whack in, yeah, it looks like a lot, doesn't it? It's basically 2.5 spoons worth of butter into that. So we'll try that and see how that turns out. I normally use about that much when I put it in and melt it in the microwave. So basically go in with the pulse or whatever on the lowest. I should have a good mix, so it doesn't feel quite wet enough. So what we'll do is throw on another, it's a lot of butter, margarine, whatever you want to call it, butter, margarine, put in that, and you get some bits jump up into the thing. Right, so mix it a bit more. With that, depending on the biscuit, I think, you know, I should be able to make it stick, and I think that'll work, hey? I hope. Yeah, that'll work. Good-o. Alright, so I'm going to put those in the wash up. You don't have to get washing your hands because you're going to be using that to line the tray. So basically get the blade out, put all the crumb off. Alright, and we didn't need that because that's what I normally use to mix it up in. I put the dry biscuit in there and mix it up. So in this case, because we already pre-mix it, let's put it in. Put in a little bit at a time. Normally 250 grams should be enough to get the job done. More than enough for a dish of this size. So basically that's all mixed. So just sitting there, press the biscuit into the wall. Like I said, I normally use the chip cookies. Never really go for the really dry biscuits like the arrowroots or whatnot. I've used the Nice biscuits as well. You know, they go alright. I suppose because they're sweet and they've got the extra sugar in there already. But these things are full of butter and sugar anyway, aren't they? You know, what biscuits aren't? They're all made to taste nice, and anything that tastes nice generally has lots of sugar in it, doesn't it? So basically you just use your fingers and press it in. It doesn't have to be thick. You can make it as thick as you want, obviously, but you know, you've got to make the rest of that contents go to the bottom. So basically just keep portioning it in, kneading it in, whatever you want to call it. Need to work it in there. Put it all in. It's all going to be used. Alright, wash that up in a second because we need that again to mix up the contents of the cake itself. So let's keep working it in. Now you don't have to go right to the top. It depends on what sort of wall you want to make. Yeah, generally try to make sure it's got a good wall. Don't want it to crumble. Alright, and you push it out in the bottom so you'll find it all work in the bottom. Alright, just use the back of your hand like that. Push it all down on the base. And just push it right into the corner, eh? A combination of butter. I'll keep calling it butter, margarine. Makes it nice and sticky and workable. Alright, and with that, I think the base is pretty much done. There's another I can go around, push the top down and just try and work it in. Give it a nicer edge, but that doesn't matter too much because at the end, what you're trying to do is to condense the top. When we fill it up, I go around with a spoon and just basically chop the excess off the top. Then you scoop out whatever crumbs fall into the top of the cake mix. So you can do that if you want and go around in a circle, but it's just condensing the top, trying to make it a bit neater. So yeah, you get some stuff all off on the bottom. You can go around and press it down again if you want. That's talking too much. It's not very often I talk this much on my videos for YouTube, mainly because I'm flying aeroplanes. So, alright. Alright, so I'll just take that, put that out of the way. Remember, we've got our oven on preheat. Should most probably be more gentle than that, but alright, so wash up, simple. You don't have to go super clean with it. It's all going in the cake. You just want to get the crumbs out. Good. Right. All right. Alright, so that's done. Next thing, get your can of condensed milk. There's an easy way to pour it. Just break the lid off. Right, I just hit the can in there like that and get the ring pull. Hang it on there like that. Too easy. And get our cream cheese, because this is really hard. That's a difficult cake to make, this one. Alright, so this has been out for a little bit. It's most probably getting soft. I'm going to use that spoon. Alright, so open up the pack. Normally when it comes straight out of the fridge, the cream cheese is a bit hard. It's obviously refrigerated, but this feels like it's soft. It's been out. I've been waiting just for the house to empty out so that I wasn't going to be interrupted while I was making this video. So open it up, split it out. Alright, so just chop up in the chunks, put it in there. That ring pull's bothering me. Who doesn't like sweetened condensed milk? Remember many camping trips as a kid where you'd have the old tube and you'd sneak away with the tube and try and suck down the contents of the tube. I suppose that's why I love Cadbury cream eggs, eh? Alright. Now you can choose light, you can choose heavy, whatever. Doesn't matter, it's all the same. Does the same job, tastes rather similar. Yeah, you can try and scoop out the additional contents of that if you want, but you're really just scratching. Drawing at straws, I think the word is. Alright. Eggs. 3 eggs. My egg cracking ability leaves a lot to be desired, I'm sure. Most YouTubers will look on disgusted with it, I suppose. But I'm not dropping shell in there. Say that too soon, shouldn't I? Alright, so 3 eggs. As for size, I think these are medium to large, so anyway, I think 50 to 70 gram will do. 3 of. More in there, it'll just make it rise a bit more, I think. Alright, so close that up. Now, our lime. Alright, that's our lime done. Alright, so that, put the lid back on and basically all you gotta do is just run it up until it's all mixed in. Doesn't have to be anything special. Well, that I think you should most probably do it, you'll see. Alright, I think that should be right. Alright, should be good. Actually, I need that spoon back. What I'm going to grab, maximise as much as we can get out of it. Right, so bring that tin back over. Alright, too easy. Seems like I'm highly organised, doesn't it? Not that it'll need much syringe or whatever. Alright, so next, you just basically you can trim the excess biscuit off, you can see what I mean, some of that's plated up, don't worry. You can clean it out. And as for the actual tin, you've got to get one of these ones that is releasable. I imagine they all are, but this one's releasable. Shows you how much cooking I do. Actually, I do cook a little bit. I don't mind it. Last night I cooked chicken cacciatore. I liked it. Family liked it. So, I'm happy. Be leftovers for lunch today or dinner tonight. A road trip down to Sydney tonight. Go down and see the mum and dad for the school holidays. Take Oliver. Alright, so as you can see, like I'm making a mess, you're getting all the stuff drop in. Don't worry about too much. Just scoop that out. Normally grab a little bowl. Should have grabbed a little bowl. That's what I mean. As good. We never really do grow up, do we? I mean, I've always loved the, you know, the cake bowl after mum makes a cake. You know, you've got the leftover in there that doesn't quite make it into the actual cake tin. Same thing here. You've got all those yummy ingredients and you're just going to throw them in the bin, you know. Bet you that's not on the Weight Watchers menu. Cake mix. Yeah, you don't have to be fastidious about this. You don't have to worry too much, you know. It all ends up, it all tastes the same. It just comes down to appearance, and imagine more stuff is going to float up. I'll pull that quick thing. Alright, with that's pretty much done. We've just got to throw it in the oven now. In the oven, like I said, we had it on preheat for about 200 since we started, so that's been about 10 minutes. We'll wind that down to about 175-ish. Alright, this is degrees C, not degrees Fahrenheit. So, for those people that work in Fahrenheit, you'll have to convert that. Alright, so basically, get that in. Now, because it's fan forced, what I find that there's one side of the cake cooks faster than the other. So, basically, every like 15 minutes, whatever, you give it a check. Now, I'll swing that timer around the 45. 45 minutes is recommended. That's how long it'll roughly take. It normally takes a little bit longer, but generally what we're looking at is, or what we're looking for with the cake, is that the cake itself, alright, you must be seeing there now, I'm not really seeing any more in the reflection. The cake itself will rise up. Now, you see where it's sitting in the pan now, it will rise up to the top of the lid. Alright, that's what you're looking for. At that stage, when it gets to there, alright, you're pretty much well done. You want to get yourself like a chopstick or something you can stick in there and pull it out to see if you've got any wet, like still stuff that's uncooked sitting in there. You'll know, you'll see it when it comes out. Now, basically, you're going to have to monitor and control the temperature, because the top will with the fan force brown. So like I said, every 15 minutes you'll want to rotate it. If it looks like it's burning too much, your temperature's too high, you'll want to turn the temperature down, so that you don't burn the top of the cake. Like I said, I have it on 175, and sometimes I've even dropped it down to about 160 or 150. and make it take a little bit longer so that the top of the cake looks a bit nicer. You may actually cook it at a lower temp for a longer period of time to get the right effect. So we'll let that go and we'll come back and have a look as we go.